Hello everyone, welcome back to IteariTV. My name is Iteari. Today we're going to see what's currently in the craft, stationery, and back to school aisles of Walgreens. Let's see what we can find. All right everyone, we're going to walk into Walgreens. In this particular Walgreens, I know that the school supplies are always when you come in to the, did I take a right? I think I took a right. And they have tons of journals and pens. Currently, they have a sale where you can buy a journal and get 150% off. First, we're going to look at these really cool pens with charms by U Brands. I was tempted to get these. Now, these are $5. I think that's a good price because they come with charms. But as far as U Brands, I would not get that brand here. I would go to Ollies or go to Big Lots. The other stores that we've looked at, they have this brand for way better prices. But Walgreens does have it too. If you're in Walgreens for something else, like your pharmacy needs or whatever, and you just don't have time to go anywhere else, you can stop over here to get some supplies. These arrows are really cool. Those are pins. You can break the backs off and use those as flat backs. They also have sticky notes. I want to point out that these journals are expensive, guys, okay? So these are $12.99 for a journal. You know, we never have to pay these prices for journals because we can get journals for $1.25, $1.50, whatever Dollar Tree's charging right now that are just as cute. Now, the paper in these may be a little bit thicker, maybe a little bit better quality, but that's not always the case either, y'all. So I just would not recommend you purchase journals from here unless you're in a time crunch and you're just in Walgreens for other things, or you have like Walgreens coupons and you have like the little Walgreens cash they give you and you want to get something in here. It's not really necessary to buy a notebook in here, but they do have really pretty ones. And right now you can buy one, get one half off. Okay, those are some, we have some blue sky planners, we have some sketchbooks, all the things in this section. And I'm just sort of walking down and then we see the pens. The pens and pencils are also buy one, get one 50% off. I just wouldn't purchase anything here because it's not necessary. You can get it all cheaper at Dollar Tree. Purchasing, you know, school supplies here or stationery or office supplies here would only be out of convenience, in my opinion. This is that was a notepad. I was trying to figure out if the lines were different because it says Greg ruled, and I didn't really know what that meant, but if you know what that means, let me know. I don't know if the lines are wider, smaller, if the paper's better. But that's another mini journal. We saw journals like that in Staples as well with the spirals for $3.99. That was a similar price to the Staples ones. Then we have the packaging area, the packaging tape, and other adhesives. Buy one, get one 50% off. Scotch tape. And then we're going to go further down the aisle, looking at the sketchbooks here. This pack of gems is always there. I forgot how much those are. That was misplaced there, but I would not buy gems here either. You can just get them cheaper. We have your standard Crayola, your poster boards. This is the real school supply section here. We've got the crazy glue. We've got the glitter glue. We've got some stickers. Now, these stickers look cute for $8. I mean, that's pretty much the running price that they are in other places like Hobby Lobby and Michael's. They're cheaper at Ross. You can get Fashion Angel stickers cheaper at Ross, but they all have different versions of the book. This is a Hello Kitty journal that I'm about to pick up here. I thought this was cute. But you can get Hello Kitty journals at Ross. That's probably around the same price as Ross, that $5.25. This is a Hello Kitty creativity set. They didn't have Pachaco in this, so I was not feeling it. I do like Bad Bats and Karopi though. Here's a bead kit for $9. That's not too bad. There was only one left there. And then some glitter markers for, I guess that's $10. Then we have an engagement planner. And I really liked the layouts in this. And I think it's any kind of engagement, not like wedding, but like any form of engagement that you have. Because you can see it doesn't say anything specialized on these dates. It's just dates It's dates and bulleted lists throughout the week. So I really liked how this was set up because I love making lists. I'm a list girly for real. And that one was $12.99. And then you have another bulleted journal for around $12 to $13. Seems to be pretty good quality. Then I picked up this embroidered journal down here to look at it. But if I need a journal, I'm not coming to Walgreens. Okay? And I'm never going to need a journal for as long as I live because I have so many. But I wouldn't come to Walgreens to buy one, even though they're pretty. Now, these confettis, I was tempted to get these. I don't have any confettis like this with the circles, and it was really good for my senses there to feel the confettis, squeeze the packets there. Those are only $4. I really like those. I was tempted to get those, but I didn't do any shopping in here today. Always look at your cards and your bags in the party aisle because you can use cards and bags in your journals and junk journaling. I was looking at these boxes because I love the print. And you could break these apart and use them as cardstock, cut the flowers out as pieces of ephemera. I saw this Charlie Brown bag. I don't know how much it is. I couldn't find the price. It felt really good. The paper felt really good. And I would definitely cut this apart and use it for junk journaling purposes. Always go down that toy aisle. I use a lot of my blind box toys for crafting. Most of these toys are plush pendants, so you can make huge dangles out of these plush pendants. Make sure you follow me on Incredibly Iteari. That's where I do a lot of my blind box hauls. The channel will be linked in the description below. Those are expensive. We got $25 and $13. Blind boxes get even more expensive than that, depending on who you're buying. But I absolutely love them. This series here is in Five Below. These little cats. Walgreens has them for $6. And then we're going to look at some random stationery sets. I thought these were pretty, but not for $15. I wouldn't pay $15 for these. But, if you like the cup, I guess it's worth it. It would be a good gift to put with some other things if you had a theme with these colors. And then they had some lemons. I was trying to see if that top came off the lemon, but I couldn't get it off. I love these types of containers to use as like displays when I'm pouring out my beads or showing beads or flat backs or small things. It's nice to have a pretty container to show those items in. And then in the garden aisle, you can always find these little wooden chalkboard signs. I've used these as decorations on my decorated envelopes before to put like little messages in pockets. You can use those in journaling as well. And then they had this Stitch puffy sticker sheet, this puffy sticker book. I thought these were cool. I think this was $10, did it say? But yeah, if you're a big Stitch fan, it's probably not a bad price for a Stitch because he can be expensive. I dropped the book by mistake. I was dropping things again. I do like platters like that to do displays when I'm like opening things and doing ASMR videos. So I always look at those types of platters. And there's a Snackle box there. You can see the prices are different from Five Below. I would not get any Snackle boxes in Walgreens. You don't need to pay that price. That was $13. Here are some plates and napkins that are just a little over $1. I would say that's a good deal for these right now. And here are some cups, some plastic cups and other summer doodads here. I'm always thinking about what I can bedazzle, basically what I can put gems on. That's why I look in this aisle. I really liked this inflatable drink holder. I thought about purchasing this. I think this is so cute. I may actually go back and get that. I'm not going to lie. I may actually go back and get that. I think that's a great price for that for $5. That is really, really cute. Is that not cute? And you could put gems on that too. I may go back and get that. And then I was looking at the bottle openers. I was thinking about gemming out those. The flamingo and the palm tree for about $4. Not too bad. And then I was looking at the umbrellas beside it because I was trying to see the backs of them and see if I could use them to put on pins some type of way. But I was like, no, I probably couldn't break that off. And I probably couldn't slide it on a pin. I was trying to figure out, could I make that work on a beatable object, like a beatable pin or something? But I don't think I could. And then they still have the FIFA section out here that's on sale. I've purchased some FIFA blind bags, not these particular ones that they have out now. They used to have the Squishmallow blind bags, but I guess those all sold out. These particular ones are of the actual players, which I have no desire to have. I'm just sort of looking to see if there's anything I can craft with here. Nothing here really, but those blind bags, if you would have gotten those Squishmallow ones, those would have been good to use for a project. This bear, I just wanted to show, it's $30. I actually really love this bear. I actually want it. I want to set it on my desk. It's very aesthetically pleasing to me, and I kind of want to sit it on one of my desks for it to glow. It has nothing to do with crafting really. I just think it would be a great desk object. And so then we'll go to the fans here. I wanted to point this out because these are other fans. You can bedazzle these with gems as well. But I wouldn't purchase this water misting fan from Walgreens because it's $10. I purchased mine from Five Below and it was $5 and I love it. I absolutely love it. You fill the water bottle up and you can spray yourself with cool water and then turn the fan on and it keeps you very cold. This is the highlight of the video. The miniature Lifelines books. These are minis. These are $6.99 here in Walgreens. I also saw them in Kohl's. I do have a Kohl's video coming up very soon where I purchased a lot of crafty items. Kohl's had these for $6.99 as well. So that's the going price for these miniature ones. I did purchase a couple of these. I purchased a couple of these on another trip when I went to Walgreens, but they had these out. And I love the minis. I love the minis better than the big ones. So I hope I can find miniature ones of like the trace, it's called Trace by something where you trace inside the line. I've shown them in my Home Goods and TJ Maxx hauls, the Trace ones. But they have the dot by letter. So I really love these minis. Kohl's has the larger Lifelines books too, but they're like $12.99. Never purchase the large Lifelines books from Kohl's because you can get the large ones for $8 at TJ Maxx and Home Goods. So I'm just looking at these minis and wanted to show you the different versions you can get. So look out for these in your Walgreens. And that's actually going to wrap up the video today for the Walgreens craft aisle. Hopefully you can find the Lifelines minis in your Walgreens. Let me know if you shop in Walgreens for any stationery items or if you ever find any good deals on their clearance items. I have hauled from Walgreens a few times. I've found some great stationery and craft deals before, so I'll have those playlists of my crafty hauls and crafty projects in the description. So make sure you check that out. I've hauled Walgreens over on my other channel, Pray Shop Cruise, a few times. I appreciate you guys as always, and I'll see you in the next video.